Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
For those of us who live in the United States of America, you know that there are two justice systems, one for everybody else and one for black people. Now, this particular story I'm about to tell you features that of a 26-year-old mother, Demetra Kaye, from Newport News, Virginia. She was just sentenced to 2 years in prison for the state of Virginia and then 21 months from the federal government. Now, her son, back in January 6th of this year, took a gun to school and shot his elementary school teacher, Abby Zwarner. Now, Abby was shot in the chest and in the hand. Now, the 6-year-old also said that he retrieved the gun from his mother's dresser and took it to school. Okay. Now, the feds charged Deja because they said she lied on her firearms application, basically saying that she had never done drugs before. Okay, and they said that was a lie because they found marijuana in her system. And when they went to, investigate her house to see what was going on, they also said that they found marijuana. All right. Now, the state charged her with child neglect, right? Because it is neglectful to have a firearm where your child can get it. Now, originally she said, oh, well, I have a lockbox, but I thought I had it in my purse this particular time, and I thought that I had the lock on it. Well, again, when the investigators, it was the FBI, when they went to her house, they said, well, we saw no evidence of a lockbox and, no evidence that she kept it in any safe place at all. So, again, she's going to be doing about 4 years. Okay. I should also say that the teacher, Abby Zwarner, is filing a lawsuit against the school district for $40 million. Now, originally, the school district told her, well, it's a workers' comp claim at best, right? You can't sue us. But the judge in that case was like, nah, she's going to be able to sue you guys because it's not like a paper cut, right? It's not like she went and got, tripped over some child's toy or something. All right. Now, I want to move to Mississippi. In Mississippi, a 10-year-old was sentenced to 3 months probation, and he also has to write a 2-page paper regarding the late, great Kobe Bryant due to urinating outside. Okay, so earlier this year, he was sitting in the car as his mother was in some building handling business or whatever, and he was with a sibling, and he had to go to the restroom. Well, he went inside, and they told him there was no restroom available or something like that, so then he went outside to alleviate himself. While he was doing that, an officer, I guess, saw him and admonished him, hey, you can't be doing that, whatever. But then a lieutenant showed up and said, no, he needs to be charged. He needs to go to jail. So they took the 10-year-old to jail, put him in the back of the police car and everything, took him to jail. And his mother, LaTanya Easton, said they questioned my child without, me being there or asking me or any of that kind of stuff. And so, again, he was held responsible for urinating outside. All right, let's stay in Mississippi. Y'all might have remembered the case of a Darian Murray, an 11-year-old who was shot by a police officer, Greg Caper, as he, being an officer, went into the 11-year-old's house. Now, what happened was the mother asked her son to call 911 because she was in some sort of a domestic situation with a man. It got kind of heated, so I guess the mom got scared, told her child to call 911, and he did. So when the police got there, they kicked the door down and everything and asked everybody to come outside with their hands up. Well, while the 10-year-old, who they said is about 4 feet 6 inches tall, was turning the corner from, I guess, the hallway to the living room, the officer shot him in his chest. Okay. Now, thank God, Darian lived, and, you know, he's gonna be all right. He got some injuries, obviously, right? Mental and all that other stuff. He's gonna be all right. But he said, I thought I was gonna die. You know, they said that as he was lying there and his mom was administering help and stuff, he was telling his family, I'm sorry for everything that I've done. He said to his teachers, I'm sorry for not, you know, being good all the time, because he really literally thought he was going to die. Now, I want to say, too, that in both of those cases with the 10-year-old and the 11-year-old, their family is filing a federal lawsuit. Now, I put all those cases together because back with Deja's case, the feds picked up that charge. Now, they said that about 8,700 people are charged with lying on applications on a federal level every year. At least last year, that's what the situation was, okay? So the feds held her responsible. Now, in these lawsuits that are going to the feds from Darian and the 10-year-old, will the feds give them justice? I want to know, are they going to get justice? Because what happened to them was definitely unjust. Remember, I talked about the two justice systems, right? Because we know that if that had been a white 10-year-old boy urinating, he would not have gone to jail. And had that have been a white family that was in need of help, called 911, would their 11-year-old son have been shot? Probably not, right? Because we've seen a copious amount of cases where white officers, they deal with white people a lot differently, right? The white people could be acting crazy all up in the officer's face. They could be chasing the officer even, right? And they don't, you know, harm them. They don't shoot them or anything like that. But our 11-year-olds, right, they don't get the same protection or benefit of the doubt. They get shot in the chest. Now, I should also say that in Deja's case, she's also being held responsible for the same thing that Hunter Biden was charged with. Hunter Biden was also charged with lying on a firearm application, basically saying that he has never done drugs. Well, we know that he has. Now, in case you guys don't know who Hunter Biden is, that is Joe Biden, President Joe Biden's son, okay? Also the same place where they found crack. Now, I'm not saying it belonged to Hunter. They said they don't know who it belonged to, but I'm just letting y'all know that was the same place that they found a bag of crack or cocaine, you know, in the White House, all right? So I'm wondering if Hunter Biden will do some jail time like Deja's gonna do some jail time, prison to be exact, or is he gonna get a slap on the wrist since they were charged for the same thing? I'm wondering if Darian, the 11-year-old, is gonna get justice from the feds, and is a 10-year-old and his family gonna get justice from the federal government? Keeping in mind that the federal government, the DOJ, the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, was selected by that of President Joe Biden, okay? Now, they say that the Democrats is the party of the black people and they love black people so much. Will they get justice? Now, I should also go back just a little bit. In the case of the 11-year-old Darian Murray that was shot, the officer was not charged. Just this happened recently. He was not charged. There was no finding of criminal wrongdoing or anything like that. Will the feds pick that charge up? Will they hold that officer responsible for being negligent in shooting an 11-year-old who called 911 because his mother was in distress? Inquiring minds really do want to know. So anyway, before y'all leave, if y'all can go over to africandiasporanews.org and invest in our app, the app that we have built just for you, so that way we can spend less time here and more time over there, because y'all know we got to censor ourselves a lot over here to be able to bring y'all the news that you can use. But in the meantime, y'all tell me what you think of this. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, the Demetra Kaye.